All right, looks like it's working. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Glad to be back here. I'm just trying to get the Facebook feed going. Looks like everything was shut down on me. All right, looks like we're live. So, welcome to another live edition of Guns and Gadgets. It's been a couple weeks since I've been on. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on here under this roof that needed immediate attention, and I just had to take a break from doing what I was doing. So thank you all for sticking by. I let a lot of people who emailed me and who sent me messages on all the platforms that I'm on. I'm good. I want to thank you all for the support. It really means a lot to me for those of you who have stuck by. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Before we get into what's going on here in California, yeah, guys, everything's good. Just, like anybody who has a family, big decision had to be made. Money-wise and what the future's going to hold. And it was a big one. And part of it was because of what's going on here with the YouTube and Facebook and everybody that's got their own platform that's really been taking a toll on this channel. And, the income it was generating. It's not that I do this for the money. I do this to get the information out, but the money is a good byproduct of your effort because this is very much more than a part-time job. But YouTube still is suppressing the channel. The numbers are way down, and I've said that all before, but people have been asking what's going on, so I figured I'd tell you before we go into the California stuff. Hey everybody, Keith, what's going on? Jeff, how you doing, buddy? It's been difficult, man. I've had a few people, more than a few people, tell me in the last 2 weeks that they were liking my stuff, some of my posts on Instagram, and the likes are being taken away. Same with Facebook. The views have been squashed. People can no longer sub or follow on those platforms. They're being removed. So it's just really getting to be a lot. You work so hard to get the truth out there, and then the media avenues that we're afforded to nowadays get to just stomp all over whatever you're trying to do, and it's been taking its toll. It really has. I'm still here though. I just needed some time to make sure how I wanted to continue and get the word out without feeling like beat down, and it's been difficult. There's been a lot of stuff going on other than that, but here we are. Some news coming out of California. There's 3 gun groups, Second Amendment groups, and 3 business owners who have asked the Supreme Court to take up the anti-gun zoning decision law that is now in Alameda County. Just a quick synopsis of this law: you cannot have a gun shop within 500 feet of, let me get the wording right, within 500 feet of an area that includes residential zoning districts. So if anybody lives within 500 feet of the shop you would like to set up, you can't do it. And that's Alameda County. And this lawsuit was actually filed in 2012, 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago now. But it's finally gotten to the point where a writ of certiorari is being requested from the Supreme Court. So how did it get here? Well, this is California, okay? Enough said on that. It's California. Very liberal. And this law was passed. It was their way of basically zoning out the Second Amendment, just taking it right out of their county by making it damn near impossible for someone to start a gun shop, to start any type of Second Amendment business. So they sued. Obviously, people sued. I'll give you the names of the 3 businessmen. First off, the 3 Second Amendment groups, you're gonna be missing a major advocate group. Let's see, the 3 that are doing is the Second Amendment Foundation, which I am a life member of, the California Association of Federal Firearms Licensees, and the Cal Guns Foundation Incorporated. Let me fix this camera over here. Sorry, guys. Maybe it's a little better. Real quick, I don't know if this is live. They've been squashing everything I've been doing. Thumbs up Facebook side, and give me some comments on the YouTube side so I make sure this is going on, because like I said, they've been snuffing this channel out, and it's starting to be a little overwhelming. So before I go too far, all right, I got some thumbs up coming over here on Facebook. What are we doing on YouTube? Anybody hear me over there? Maybe, I hope. All right, good. Thank you, Keith. Thanks, guys. Great Road Firearms. What's going on, brother? Thank you. Before I go on to this little informational, I want to thank Pete at Great Road Firearms again. This man has been with this channel through thick and thin. He's offered to donate a firearm to the channel to reward a lucky subscriber once we hit 100,000 subscribers. Also, Harrison from Harry's Holsters has said, you know what, I'll even throw in a custom holster and the winner can pick and choose the color or the pattern they want. So these two gentlemen have been with me for a while. Harrison's been with me for several years now. And they've really stepped up to try to help this channel succeed. And it seems like, you know, we're giving away a gun, right? We're giving away a firearm totally legally. All laws will be followed. And there will be no shenanigans. But I've actually lost a lot of subscribers since making that announcement. And some people wrote to me and said, hey, I don't know why I was taken off. And they can't resubscribe. They keep hitting the button and it doesn't go back. So I don't know. I'm almost at a loss. I don't know where to go from here. But I'm hoping the numbers get up so that we can get the 100,000. Get that play button to hang right there next to my patriotic stuff. Put it right there. So YouTube can be happy with one of their best channels here in Guns and Gadgets. But it's gotten harder now that these two gentlemen and myself have teamed up to try to bring this to a subscriber. We're actually losing more views. We're losing more subscribers, and it's just become interesting, for lack of a better word. You know, kind of took the wind right out of the sails. But we're here. Okay, we're still gonna push forward. It's still gonna continue. But I just wanted to get that out there. I've even lost some of my biggest supporters, my patrons on Patreon. I've lost some there too, and I don't know if it's Patreon or folks just don't like the fact that I've decided to give away a firearm or whatever it is. But the support for the channel is still strong, and I thank you all that have stuck with me through all this and will continue to stick with me regardless. So thank you all. But back to this California stuff. So you got the Second Amendment Foundation, California Association of Federal Firearms Licensees, and CalGuns Foundation have joined with three businessmen, John Teixeira, Steve Nobriga, and Gary Gazama. And this is the cool part. This is why I'm actually here right now talking to you about this. They're being represented by Virginia attorney, and you may have heard this name, Alan Gura, G-U-R-A, Gura. That is the same gentleman who tried the cases. You might have heard of them. The McDonald case, the big one in 2010, Supreme Court. Also, the Heller case, 2008. That's the same lawyer who did both of those cases. So it looks good on them. They've got a powerhouse, someone who's been before the Supreme Court with some major Second Amendment cases. In fact, the last two major cases they took up because they've kind of been too cool to take up any Second Amendment cases since then. So hopefully this will work. And they also, there's another attorney, California attorney, Don Kilmer. Don't know too much about Attorney Kilmer, but I do know Alan Gura is the man. So hopefully this will continue. We'll get the writ of certiorari. Excuse me, I got an injury and I'm kind of jonesing at the moment. I'm playing with my kids. So what they're looking to do is get this overturned. So what happened is this case went through. They appealed and they won at the appellate court, the Ninth Circuit, like the silly circus of liberalism, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. They appealed and won on a 3-judge panel. Then it went to an en banc hearing, which means all of the judges, so all the liberal folk that sit on that court were involved, and then it was overturned. So victory was short and sweet. So now they're going to the Supreme Court to see if they can squash this, because let me see if I can find a quote by the Second Amendment Foundation, Alan Gottlieb. He said, you shouldn't be able to zone the Second Amendment out of the Bill of Rights. I don't know how anybody could argue against that. And I don't know how a judge could let that happen. But here we are, right? What's this? Lambretta 1980. $2 donation to the channel. Says, I support this channel. Thank you, man. Ma'am, sir. Thank you. I did learn the hard way once. never assume who's behind the keyboard. I made an ass out of myself once. But thank you very much. It means a lot to have support come through for this channel. Thank you so much. Especially in a time like now. It's been rough for me the last couple weeks. So thank you. But another quote was, you simply cannot allow local governments to ignore the Second Amendment because they don't like how the Supreme Court has ruled on the amendment twice in the past 10 years, meaning the Heller case and the McDonald case. Now, since the McDonald case, Pete, Great Road Firearms, $200 donation to the channel, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. This is great because there's some stuff that you don't see behind this camera that needs to be replaced, and that's exactly where this is going. Thank you very much. So in this time, we all know, I've gone on here for the last couple of years telling you of all the cases that the Supreme Court should have taken up when it has to do with the Second Amendment. For whatever reason, they've denied it. The Peruta case, the Maryland case, all kinds of cases that would have put us to where we're supposed to be before the last 8 years of the Obama regime destroyed it. And they haven't done it. But there's been 35 cases since then taken up on the First Amendment and Fourth Amendment. But they're just not addressing the Second Amendment. So hopefully this is going to be the one that helps to, I don't know, start the traffic, I guess. And if you remember when they refused the last two cases I just mentioned, Justices Clarence Thomas and Neil Gorsuch criticized the Supreme Court for not taking up these cases. So we'll see. I mean, like, nothing would surprise me right now, really. The way this country has reacted over the word shithole, like, it is amazing. It's absolutely amazing how soft this place has gotten and what is considered to be allowable by the buffoonery that's out there. It's just amazing. But here we are. Thank you again. Thank you for the donations. It means so much to the channel. It really does. Thank you so much. Also, I wanted to mention real quick something, get rid of this doom and gloom about the Second Amendment here with California. Tennessee has a bill that will bring a smile to your face. Tennessee has a, let me see if I have the actual, I do have it. I didn't put it in the description. I will once this is done processing because I forgot. Tennessee has a bill, HB 1407. And HB 1407, the title, see, Tennessee's webpage is a little goofy, the way it's set up. But what this is, look, here it is. This is the title. As introduced, this will prohibit the expenditure of state or local funds or employees to implement, regulate, or enforce any federal law or executive order regulating the ownership or possession of firearms or firearm ammunition, regardless of whether the expenditure of funds or use of employees would violate a state law or the state constitution. So what this means is not a single nickel or an employee of the state of Tennessee can be used for any type of federal gun control, whether it's confiscation or restricting, whatever it is. Not at one nickel of Tennessee's funds or any employees of Tennessee can take part. So that's actually pretty cool. There's a couple states that have moved this way. Texas, I believe Texas was the one who passed the last one, and it was about over a year ago. That doesn't matter what the feds do, it ain't gonna take place in Texas, and not a nickel can be used in Tennessee. So that's actually good stuff. Happy New Year, K-Mac. Just saw it come up. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you're having a good one. We had a taste of it here, and some heat here in Massachusetts. It melted all the snow, but there's some more coming. but it was nice. So the reason I'm telling you about the Tennessee thing is it's actually the bill was filed February last year, February 9th. However, on the 10th, which was, I don't know, what was the 10th? Wednesday? I don't know. But it was actually put on the schedule. It's going to be heard the 17th. And it's in the committee called Civil Justice Subcommittee. And it's actually, I'm sorry, let me get the entire subcommittee name right here. Blah, 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 blah. It's moved around. It wasn't 3 different ones. Civil Justice Subcommittee. Whatever. This isn't like the federal one. Here it is. House Civil Justice Subcommittee. The House Civil Justice Subcommittee Committee. Whatever. But that's where it is, and it's going to be heard on the 17th. And if it makes it through the committee with a majority of votes, then it becomes pushed into its path to become law in Tennessee. Has to go through the House, the Senate. But from what I'm hearing, there's a lot of people pushing for this. So let's see how that works. It'd be nice. It'd be real nice. This House Civil Justice Subcommittee committee. It just makes no sense. But the hearing's going to be January 17th, 1:30 p.m. in HHR 3 if you're in Tennessee and you want to go to the State House. That's where it's going to be, HHR 3. Don't know what room that is, but that's what it's called. And like I said, it was introduced February 29. And it's about, according to the website here, it's about 25% through the process to become law in Tennessee. So I'm not familiar with the Tennessee version of how everything makes its way through, but it looks like it's gaining steam. So that's a good thing. Let's see. Rogue 5, how we doing? What's going on? Be sure to place your comment on ETF class. Yes. There's not much time left. If anybody remembers the video I did on the open period for ATF, looking to reclassify bump stocks, they're looking for the public, those people who manufacture or sell bump stocks, slide stocks, and all that stuff. They're looking for your input because the ban's coming. If we don't do something, the federal ban's coming because the NRA was open to the ATF doing this, and this is just another way if they can ban stuff illegally because it's not really, the ATF doesn't make law, but here we are. So yeah, but this is, I don't know how far are we, we're about 18 minutes into it, so we'll go for a couple more minutes. But I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm okay. Can't keep me down. But it's just been really, I don't know, it's been difficult just seeing every time I do something it gets squashed or removed or blocked. Yeah, it's good because we're doing something right with that. The ultra liberal media portion doesn't want it to get out, but the fact that it's not getting out is the worst part because you put all kinds of effort into something, especially this giveaway, and they're doing their best to keep it down. But please, with your help, please forward the videos, like them, pass them along, share them in whatever platform you can so that the word can get out, and that would mean a lot to myself and the rest of us here on this this channel. Somebody's asking about, let me see who it was so I can give credit. Jim G81. HR 38, for those asking, is dead. For the most part, it's not officially dead yet, but it's not going anywhere. That died as soon as they pinned Fix Nix to it. There are versions in the Senate, singular bill for Fix Nix, singular bill for concealed carry reciprocity, and I did just check on both of those before I came on. Not one inch of movement has taken place since prior to Congress going on its break, and they're not going to do anything while they're on break anyway. But I do know that there is going to be a push when they get back to doing everything, which they're back now, but there's going to be a push on S446, but it's not going to go anywhere from everything I'm hearing, and I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think it's going anywhere. Let's see, take a couple comments. Let's take one over here from Facebook. James Doc Sharon, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Todd, hey, from Drake It, what's going on, brother? See, here you go. There's one Donald and Paula Benoit, something kicks me out. So there's people in the live stream getting kicked out. It's just, I don't know, man. It just kills you. You put forth a lot of effort to do this stuff, and there's more people against you than there are with you. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt. Let's see. I think things will get better after the takedown slows down. I hope so. Just real quick, I was wondering if anybody noticed the distraction that took place this week. You know how usually there's some type of distraction before some news comes out of Washington for whatever reason. Well, this week's distraction was, the comments of the shithole comments that the president made and Stormy Daniels. And literally 2 hours after all that stuff kicked off, then the indictments on Uranium One came out. So they're like, hey, look over there while we let go of this indictment. So make sure you pay attention to what's going on. All right. Let's see. All right. Yankee Marshals heading to Washington State Capitol for the gun control meeting. Good. I hope you saw the video that I put out of all the bills that were waiting to go into it. Well, it's for them to kick them off, because Washington's in some serious trouble this calendar year. Well, this legislative calendar year. There's a couple other people saying the stuff's getting deleted. Nicholas G. from California, how we doing? Alright. Everybody, thank you very much for the support, guys. Kimber Smith, how's it going, man? Alright. Stacy Smith, thank you. I'm not screwing up this time, man. Thank you. You ain't getting me this time. Thank you very much for your support. It means a lot. I still laugh at that all the time. Thank you, man. Yeah, stuff's already rolling on Uranium One. If you believe the stuff that's coming out, and you got to take everything you hear with a little bit of a grain of salt. Supposedly, the Clintons' names are on some of those unsealed documents that are coming out. We'll see. And, the $5 million speech just prior to the deal being signed by Bill. We'll see what happens. All right. So let's see. Ghost Shadow says Yankee. I can't even read. Yankee is leaning to the liberal side, banning lead ammo. Really? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think that would happen, but I don't know. I'll send him a message, see if he'll read it. See what's going on. All right, guys and gals, we're about 23 minutes into it. I'm going to pull the pin on this one. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm still here, and thank you for all the support. I needed to clear my mind, as there was a decision here at home that affects everything we do here as a family that needed to be made, and I needed to make it under a clear mind, and I needed to be focused. So I hope you can appreciate that. Also, I needed to, pull the demons out of my head as far as what's going on with the people who run these platforms and squashing this channel, because it's almost funny, but it's kind of it's depressing sometimes. But we're still here. All right, everybody. I'm just reading some more of these comments here. Yankees a traditional liberal. It's crazy. Well, we'll see. I know he's been against the lead ammo, I know, but until there's another option, that's what we got. All right, so thank you all. Hope everybody's having a happy new year. If you're in California, you might want to drum up support for this anti-zoning stuff. Get the word out, because I'm pretty sure those folks who aren't in Alameda County don't know or care about this. In fact, most of California probably doesn't know about this, so spread this word as much as you can. Get this out there. And also, if you're in Tennessee, thumbs up on that little option there. You have HB 1407 to get rid of the opportunity of the the feds using state dime and state employees to carry out their gun control. So thank you all. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you spending this half hour with me. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy your holiday tomorrow if you're not working. If you are working, make the most of it. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon, support the channel. There's a couple different ways. You can see it in the description of every video. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.